Hello there, welcome back to my bench. Hugh here once again. In this tutorial I'm going to tie you up a streamer pattern called the spruce streamer. And I've changed it up just a little. Usually it calls for, in the rear portion here, red floss, but I tie mine with tinsel and a tinsel rib, silver and gold. So I decided to give this a tie up for you. So we'll get this hook out of the vise and a fresh one in here and get started. And the hook I'm using is a mustad size 4 long shank streamer hook, straight eye. So we'll get him locked in the vise, yeah. Just like so. Okay. Right there's fine. Okay. And our thread of choice is UTC 70 black. And to get started, I'm going to start down about halfway on the shank here. Like so, and we're going to wrap back. And the first thing we're going to do is go to the barb and attach our tail. We'll snip off that excess tip here. Okay, and we're going to keep wrapping back to right there. Okay, now we're going to attach our tail first, which is peacock sword fibers. And I'll pull off about 4 to 5 fibers for the tail here. I want a decent tail on this guy. It's a size 4 hook, so okay. Here's the now measure that up to about hook gap length. We're going to tie him in on top of the hook here. Going to use our pinch loop method to keep him right on top. There we go. Okay, and we're not going to snip those off. We're going to wrap right over those because we want those for, we're going to wrap tinsel here, so we want a smooth body. Just going to snip those ends off here. There we go. Okay, and wrap that down just like so. Okay, next we're going to wrap in our rib, which is medium oval silver tinsel. So we're going to wrap that in next. And I want to try to keep that underneath the hook, so I'm going to wrap that back underneath. Just like so here. Keep working back till you get it where you want it. And a couple more wraps should be fine here. Okay, now we're going to wrap back. Right there. That looks good. Now we're going to tie in our tinsel here. Flat silver mylar. We're going to tie that in by the tip. And I've cut it to a fine point like always when I work with tinsel. So we're going to tie that in right here on top. Just like so. Bind that down good. Now, I'm going to wrap that back, touching wraps. Just like so here. Okay, keep going back till you get to your tail and your tinsel. Then we're going to make a wrap, start wrapping forward. Whoops! Slipped out in here, let's just start that over again. Okay. That tinsel's a little slippery sometimes. No worries. We'll just wrap this back. Okay, and I'll try this again here. Okay, I want to start working forward. I think I should have cut a little longer piece of tinsel, but this will be fine. Just keep working up here. Okay, one more wrap. And we're going to tie that off right there. Couple wraps behind. Then we're going to wrap back and lock that tinsel in. A few wraps there. I'm going to snip that excess off. Just like so. Okay, and I'm going to throw in a 1/2 hitch here. Just save our work. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to rib that up. So I'm going to move my thread ahead a little here. So we want to hold our tinsel on a 45 and just wrap that forward. to get to the tie-off point, which is right there. Bring my thread back. Okay, and we're going to tie this off. A couple wraps behind. Just like so. Then we're going to wrap back, lock that in place. And we're going to snip off the excess and move our thread to about halfway on the remaining shank. Okay. Then we're going to snip this off. Tag. Okay. So there's the rear portion done. So next, we're going to attach our upper part of our, or the forward section of our body, which is peacock herl. And I got 4 strands selected here. Okay. Actually, I have 5. It's a little bit. It's a size 4 hook, so you want to use a few more strands. And I'm going to snip off those excess, or those brittle tips, like always here. We're going to tie that in on top. Wrap back. We're going to form our loop to make our peacock rope. We're going to come up, wrap back on it. A couple turns around the base, back up to lock that in. Then we're going to wrap it back to where we want to start it, which is right there. Then we're going to wrap forward. We're going to come up to a couple hook eye lengths behind the eye. Right there is fine. Okay, now I'm going to tie in another half hitch here. Just like so. The thread will cooperate with me. Okay, there we go. Tie that in. I'm going to bring my bobbin cradle over. Rest my thread there. A little shot of head cement along the shank here before I wrap that peacock herl. Okay, and we're going to grab a hold of that with our hackle pliers. Okay, we want to grip that good here. Start twisting it. There, we're going to begin to wrap forward. Form our forward section of our body here. Just keep wrapping forward, like so. We're almost to the tie-off point. Okay, I'm a little short on this, so I'm going to need another. Peacock rope, so I'm going to move that out of the way. This and going to start another rope here. So I'm going to cut that one off. Form another loop here in a bit. Just need a couple more strands of peacock herl. Okay, just a little short that time. Okay, I'm going to grab same amount of strands of peacock herl here, just like so. I'm going to snip off the tips once again, tie that in, form a loop, same as the first one, a couple spins around, and come back, then wrap forward to the tie-off point. Okay, now this time we'll just grab our hackle pliers once again, give that a twist. Now we'll continue wrapping our body here. There we go. No problem. Get to the tie-off point, which is right there. Bring that back. And we're going to come up underneath. A couple wraps in front, over the top, underneath. A couple wraps in front. And we're going to snip off our excess. Just like so. There we go. So there's our forward section of the body finished. Just going to snip off a little extra fibers here. Okay, there we go. So our next step, of course, is to attach our wing, which is 2 light furnace hackles, and I'm going to put them concave side facing one another. And I want to line those up, get the tips even at the end. Make sure they're even before we place them on top. Just like so here. I want to measure that up. I want it to come back about that far back on the tail, so I want to go strip a little more of these off the bottom here, just like so. Okay, now we're going to present these on top of our hook. And we want these to stay right on top, so we're going to use our pinch loop method. We're going to come down and pull straight up, like so. You can adjust them if you need to a little here, so they're right on top. Okay, just have a look and make sure they're lined up the way you want them here. Just about got them where I want them. Okay, that looks good right there. Okay, so I'm going to wrap forward, then I'm going to wrap those stems back, and that'll lock them in there really good so they don't pull out on you. Just snip off the two ends of the stem there with your scissors. Just come in and snip those little guys off. There we go. So there's our wing in place. So tidy that up a little, and all we got left to do now is attach our hackle. And for the hackle, we're going to use one light spruce hackle, same as the wing. We're going to wrap that in for our collar. So we want to attach that concave side facing back right in front of your wing here, just like so. There we go, and wrap forward on that stem, then wrap back onto it and snip off the tag end. There we go. Wrap that in good and snug. Okay. Now we're going to wrap that collar. So we're going to grab our hackle pliers here. Before I wrap that, I'm going to put a little dab super glue here on the front. Just a little dab. There we go. Spread that around a little bit, just like so. There we go. Okay, that's fine. Now we're going to take our hackle here, begin to wrap. Grab a hold with my hackle pliers, and as we wrap, we want to try to stroke these fibers back, of course. Preen them back so their faces are all running back, flowing back nicely for you. So just go take your fingers and keep stroking them back as you wrap, just like so here. There we go. This one right in front of the other, till we get them up to the eye of the hook here. Okay, that looks good right there, so I'm going to tie that off. A couple wraps behind. Then I'm going to wrap back onto it, locking it in place. I'm going to come in and snip off that tip, just like so. Okay, now just check everything here. Make sure your wings where you want it, still good. Okay, everything looks fine. So now we make sure that hackle's spread all around for your collar, and we're going to take our fingers here, like so. We're going to stroke everything back, and we're going to form the hit on our fly. Nice neat hit on our streamer here, just like so. Just keep wrapping back. There we go. That looks fine to me. Looks great. Okay, so all we got left to do now is a whip finish and a coat of UV resin, and we're finished here. So I'm going to bring in my whip finisher, give that a 4 to 5 turn whip finish here, but first I want to flatten that thread out the best I can here to get a nice smooth hit on the fly. Okay, here we go. Gonna come in 1, 2. Come down. There we go. Snug down your thread here. Come in and snip that off, the excess. And there we are. There's another size 4 light spruce streamer. Like I say, I tie mine a little different. Instead of the rib floss, I use tinsel and a tinsel rib. I'll change it up sometimes and use the gold instead of the silver, but I don't know, I find it looks better that way and it still catches fish. So there we go. So all we'll do next is put our coat of UV bone dry on the head, give us that nice glossy finish for our streamers. So I'll come in with some bone dry here and we're going to work that around. Okay. Just like so. Cover all your thread wraps good. Try not to get any on the hackle fibers if you can help it. Okay, a little bit more there. That should be good right there. Okay. That looks fine. So, we'll give that a little zap with the UV light. And that is our finished streamer. Okay, I'll go bring in my light here and cure that up. Okay, I just want that to spread around evenly. Okay, give it a little cure here. That should be fine. Okay. So once again, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and you get a chance to tie this guy up and give him a try, of course. So I want to thank you very much for watching once again. And if you liked this video, please press like and of course the subscribe button if you want to see more tutorials in the future. So once again, from my fly shop, this is Hugh signing out. Happy tying, everyone. So long, folks.